Ever wonder why your sciatica keeps flaring up, sometimes predictably, other times out of nowhere? I've discovered 5 pillars of keeping your sciatica away. It helped me completely heal and go right back to my dance career, and it's also helped thousands of students over my 39 years of teaching. In this video, I'm going to show you these exact strategies that have helped my students like Liz here. They're easy, safe, not always taught by doctors, and will change the way you manage sciatica forever. If you're ready to hear secrets your doctor hasn't told you, I'm ready to spill the tea. The last one will surprise you. What separates those who constantly battle sciatic pain from those who overcome it for good? Most people treat the symptoms without addressing all the root causes. You do the exercises, you go to PT, you go to your chiropractor, you get a shot, but you're not addressing the daily strategies that help keep those fixes for good. I've developed a 5-pillar system that actually works because most sciatic issues do heal with proper support. These 5 pillars have helped students like Michael completely eliminate the need for regular chiropractic visits. And as Liz here shares, after just a couple classes, she saw significant improvement and no longer needed medication or invasive procedures. Some of us are told by our friends, just do pigeon pose, just do yoga, just do this stretch. So the first pillar I'm going to teach you is strength. That nagging sciatic pain is not just about tight muscles. It's about imbalance or some muscles not doing their job, holding your body into place. So the first pillar focuses on strengthening specific muscles that support your body. You need to focus on 2 key areas: your deep core stabilizers, which are in your abs and your back, and your glutes. The deep core includes your transverse abdominals, which is your natural weight belt or girdle, your pelvic floor, and your multifidus, which are tiny back muscles that support each vertebra, and your diaphragm as well. Michael came to my class thinking he needed more stretching for his sciatica. While stretching helped, it was strengthening that made the biggest difference long term. He discovered his glute medius, the muscles on the side of your hips, were weak and not giving him the stability he needed for his lower back, hip, and pelvic region. When these muscles are strong, they support and give your spine the stabilization that it needs at the base of your spine. And that is where your sciatic nerve runs. Proper glute, core, and back engagement protects your back during all movements. Here's a real quick way to find your deepest core muscles. This actually works better lying down, so you can lay down if you want. But I want you to place your hands on your lower belly, or just one hand on your lower belly. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, actively draw your lower belly back towards your spine so that you feel your hand moving towards your spine. You might even notice that muscles are wrapping around your hips. Those muscles wrap all the way around your back, so they support your back from the front, and then through attachments they also support your vertebra around the back. So these muscles fully support your whole lower back system. That's your transverse abdominals. They're your deepest abdominal core support system for your back. But strengthening alone isn't enough, which brings us to our next pillar, which is stretching and or flossing. When you feel sciatic pain, your first instinct might be to stretch the area. That's what most people do. And it's often a mistake that can actually make the inflammation worse. Instead of stretching, which pulls on already irritated tissues, nerve flossing helps the sciatic nerve glide smoothly through its nerve sheath. Think of it like dental floss, moving gently between teeth versus pulling hard on them. Seated sciatic nerve flossing is particularly effective and much gentler than traditional stretching. While stretching lengthens and pulls, which can be uncomfortable when something is already inflamed, flossing creates a smooth back and forth movement that reduces adhesions and inflammation. As Leslie here notes, most people have never been taught the difference between stretching and flossing, yet it makes all the difference for nerve pain. Now, these 2 pillars are important, but they won't stick without the 3rd pillar. Let's talk activity and strategic movement. So activity and movement is not necessarily exercise. Studies show that simply walking for 10 or more minutes can significantly help sciatica, not aggravate it. The biggest problem for most sciatic pain sufferers is excessive sitting or remaining in one position for too long. Even with the perfect posture and ergonomic setup, sitting without movement creates pressure on your discs and irritates your sciatic nerve. The solution is surprisingly simple. Get up from your desk or sitting position at least once every hour. Even better, incorporate different types of movement throughout your day. Change your posture, move your arms, adjust your pelvic tilt. All these changes reduce that constant pressure on the same area. These movement breaks may seem insignificant, but they have great value for reducing your sciatic pain over time. This movement pillar is essential, but for maximum results, you want to include the next pillar as well. The next pillar is anti-inflammation and strategic rest. Strategic rest isn't just laying down any way you want. There are 2 positions I'm going to show you that can help release sciatic inflammation, as well as help your discs and SI joint go back into place so that they're not pressing on your sciatic nerve. One of the most effective positions is prone lying. Simply lie on your stomach, possibly propped up on your elbows if that's comfortable for you. This position uses gravity to help the disc move back into place away from the nerve. If you like, you can gently press up and ease your shoulders away from the floor and then back down, almost like you're doing what would be a really bad form push-up because your hips stay on the floor. But this also helps your discs go back into place. Another powerful position is what I call the Z pose. Lie on your back with your thighs vertical and your shins resting on a chair, forming almost a Z shape with your body. This shortens the sciatic nerve, providing immediate comfort when it's inflamed. If you can't get to the floor, try this standing near a wall. You're going to put your forearms up against a wall with your feet under your shoulders. You will arch or reach your hips toward the wall while keeping your chest and shoulders away. This simple movement instantly reduces disc pressure on the nerve. This one is also great when you're at an event or in a place where you can't get to the floor, such as finishing a race or finishing your jog or at work. Beyond positioning, consider other anti-inflammatory options. These include things like ice or ice therapy and Epsom salt baths, which many of my students find helpful for reducing pain quickly. These are often recommended by physical therapists and other sports conditioning coaches like myself. But even with all of these, you're still missing on one of the most important and easiest pillars of my 5-pillar system: lumbar support. This might seem obvious, but proper lumbar support helps keep your back in alignment. It helps keep everything in place. What most people don't realize is that what is provided in their desk chair and their car is usually not adequate. The key is supporting your lumbar spine in a way that keeps you up on your sit bones instead of curling them forward. Look for a slim lumbar support that's only 2.5 inches deep and shaped like a crescent moon. If you can't purchase one, simply fold a small towel and put it in a folded pillowcase for DIY solution. The most common mistake is buying lumbar support that's way too big, and that is uncomfortable. Remember, subtle support is all you need, just a little bit for that little curve in your spine. So lumbar support, proper lumbar support, everywhere you sit, at your desk at work, at home, in your car, in your partner's car, at your couch or chair where you like to sit at night. Put proper lumbar support everywhere, and you'll be giving yourself hours of sciatic care every single day. As Diane here has experienced, these 5 pillars work together as a complete system. While some people do find help with just 1 or 2 of these pillars, lasting results typically come from addressing all 5 components. If you're pressed for time, start with adding proper lumbar support everywhere you sit, because that's a one and done solution. Then incorporate regular strengthening and nerve flossing exercises. How will you know you're making progress? You will feel less pain, and some of your mobility will return if you've lost any mobility. Remember to listen to your body every day, and don't just listen to it and let it go right throughout the other ear. Listen to your body and respond. Remember, back pain management is not a magic pill. Practice these 5 pillars consistently and you will notice results. And continue with strengthening and stretching. Watch this next video to help you with that. Let me know in the comments what was new to you and what surprised you, and let me know how you're doing. And join my email list at the link below.